In explaining some ways of determining the residence status of an individual, Brian Arnold asserts that a facts and circumstances test for residence may more appropriately be applied rigorously in situations in which a taxpayer is attempting to give up residence in a country than in situations in which a taxpayer is acquiring residence in a country. Why is this the case? Does it imply that the situation is generally riskier for taxation when a taxpayer is giving up residence than when he is acquiring residence? Okay, so the answer here is Brian Arnold's assertion about the application of facts and circumstances test in determining the residence status of an individual touches on an important aspect of tax law, particularly as it relates to the potential risk and complexities involved in changing one's tax residence. The rationale for applying the facts and circumstances test more rigorously when a taxpayer is attempting to relinquish residency rather than acquiring it can be understood through several lenses. That's tax evasion concerns. When a taxpayer is giving up residency, especially in a high tax country, tax authorities are often vigilant due to concerns about tax evasions. Then the next point is permanency and intention. Establishing that the taxpayer has truly left a country often requires a clear demonstration that they have severed their personal and economic ties in that country. Okay. And then clarity in tax obligations. When acquiring residency, the test must be less stringent because the assumption often is that the individual is willing to undertake the tax obligations of the new country. All right. And then lastly, the legal and practical challenges from a practical challenges. And from a practical standpoint, providing departure from a tax regime can be more complex than providing entry. Departures involve ensuring that no significant ties remain that would obligate the taxpayer to continue paying taxes in the country of previous residence. All right. So regarding your question about whether it implies that the situation is riskier for taxation when a taxpayer is giving up residence than when acquiring it, the answer is nuanced, obviously. The risk is not necessarily about financial risk to the taxpayer directly, but rather about the risk to the tax